Hello, I'm Dr. Judith Boice, and welcome to another edition of Health Essentials. This week is summer celebration of essential oils, so I'm bringing you some of the most recent and inspiring research about essential oils. I'll also be sharing with you at the end of the information today about how you can take a deeper dive to learn even more about how to safely, effectively use essential oils for your family. So I want to share with you a study that was published in 2013 about Manuka. And many of you may have heard of Manuka honey. Manuka is a tree that's indigenous to New Zealand. And this research was actually done in Korea on this tree from New Zealand. And they found that the essential oil made from Manuka actually protects the sun from skin damage. They worked with nude mice. That's the name of the species of mice that they used in this particular study. And they had 4 different groups. There was one group that just had alcohol, which was the carrier for the essential oil. That was the control group that just used alcohol. And then there were different concentrations, up to 10% concentration of the Manuka. And the higher the concentration, the more protection the mice had from the light exposure. They used sun lamps that were equivalent to sunlight exposure. And they found after 8 weeks of daily light exposure, they found that the group that had the 10% solution of the Manuka essential oil had very little skin thickening, very little skin damage, whereas the group that had just the plain alcohol, the control group, had significant skin thickening and skin damage as a result of the light exposure. So Manuka is a really exciting essential oil to consider using for skin protection if you make your own skincare products. I also want to share with you, this is not an essential oil, but red raspberry seed oil. That's the oil that's made by cold pressing the seeds of the raspberry fruit. Red raspberry seed oil also has amazing ability to protect against UVB and UVC light rays. And so it means it's a broad spectrum protection. And it has an SPF, a sun protection factor, of roughly 30. So just by itself, the raspberry seed oil is very effective. Imagine what would happen if you added the Manuka essential oil and some of the other skin protective essential oils to that blend. Just a reminder too, SPF, sun protection factor, means that whatever the product is, whatever the ingredient is, will extend your own personal length of sun exposure. So for me, I'm so fair-skinned that I can only be out like in the middle of the day for probably 10 to 15 minutes before I begin to start noticing signs of burning. So SPF 30 would mean I could take that 10-minute sun exposure and extend it 30 times, which would mean 300 minutes. That'd be 5 hours. But you don't then get to apply the product again and then be out for another 5 hours. It doesn't work that way. You get the 5 hours and then it's done. So Manuka essential oil and the red raspberry seed oil are 2 fabulous protectants, 2 gifts for your skin in the summer season. Please do join me for more information about essential oils on Tuesday, June 19th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be doing an hour-long webinar, Essential Oils for the Whole Family, how to safely use essential oils. Please do click on the link below, and that will allow you to register for this valuable, inspiring webinar about how to use essential oils for you and for your family's health. Thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Health Essentials. I look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy the summer season with your family.